Welcome back. We've got 8 players left at this week's G2Poker TV tournament and some particularly strong contenders squaring up around the table. Let's head straight back to the poker. Vaz Panev has dropped from first to third, with Super Al currently flying high in first. Our old friend Beth Stad is still in the running in 8th, but is a good 300,000 behind the front runners. Let's head to the tables.
Lines are 10,000, 20,000, so average stack is less than, well, it's about 10, less than 10 big blinds. So it's basically the players have got to be getting it in. He's opened it up to 60,000 there with, I think it's King Queen. I'm not sure if I'd have just put half my stack in. I might have just put the whole lot in.
Yeah.
Well, Super Al surely is. It's such a tricky spot in a lot of situations, because it's right in the middle of the range. It could be any ace, any king, queen, any small pair, any big pair. So it's just whether you want to gamble, but calling off your chips to gamble, generally a lot of players don't want to do.
All in.
But at a final table with 10 big blinds, it's got to go in.
What did you think to the all in? Yeah?
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the range, and there you can see it's king, queen.
We've seen Super Owl at the final table before, so we know that he's a good player as well. And that ace is looking good at the moment.
It's looking very good now.
And that seals the deal, pretty much.
And that is goodbye to Shark LPPL. And that is 8th place for €88.
Indeed. Well done, Shark LPPL. Super Owl, now a huge stack at this table.
Chip lead.
And a huge stack and a good player, so...
Well, exactly. I think the rest of the field will be in trouble. He's got about a third of the chips in play. So he's in no hurry now, but I'm sure in position he'll use that stack.
7th place takes €128 as well. So money's getting better now.
The problem there with the stacks here, it's very hard for the button to shove with any two because the big blind should be committed. Normally Super Hand should be shoving any 2 cards here, but because the big blind's only got 80,000, he's pretty much committed and should be calling with any 2 out of the blind. Wow, Super Hours snapped him off there with King High. This could actually keep me out. Ego could make him fold.
Yeah.
Well, it has.
Folded
wow.
the best hand.
Super Hours realised that Super Hands is probably doing this with any 2, which we know is the right play.
Yeah.
And snapped him off with King 5. Playing the rush, they call it. And he's hit the 5.
And hits the 5.
But the other player's got the up and down and the 2 live cards, which he's just hit.
That was mean.
And Super Hands, he's done nothing wrong. He should be shoving the button. He's going to get called from the big blind 95+% of the time.
I hate when I do that, though. Someone's always got aces in the big blind. Every time I do that.
It's bad timing. Pretty surprised that... I mean, I know Super Ad knew that this guy was shoving, so King 5 is... It's a bit light because the big blind may then even call for added value. Ace King under the gun, it's just all going to go in. Ace Queen's going to reshove. Ace Queen suited should be reshoving, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, well, 9 deuce should be calling for value. You can't be thinking I'm going to money ladder here.
Yeah, there's just...
I mean,
although he might be.
You should never fold. You cannot fold one big blind.
Because someone might be going out here.
Yeah, but then you're not giving yourself a chance to win the tournament. You know, it's 20,000 you have to call.
Clearly I'm not trying to money ladder. But, you know.
And now he's going to see that he's not going to money ladder unless 3 out of Queen appears.
4, 10, 10.
4's a chop.
Ace King.
3's a chop.
Ooh. No.
Ace King.
Ace King takes it.
Your 9 deuce would have lost, but that's not the point. Once you've got 20,000 in the pot, and there's plus the antes, plus the small blind, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, nearly 5 to 1 on your money.
Keep Out Ego does not manage to money ladder there.
And he's going to be in the big blind, in the small blind now.
Paul.
Yeah.
So yeah, 12,000. It's got pray for a hand. It's not bad. Queen 9.
Well, even with the 9 deuce, he can win the hand and get back to 100,000.
But against kings, it's going to be difficult.
He'd have had 150,000. Yeah, it would be. Well, it is difficult now. It's a much harder comeback.
Can we? Not gonna. Yeah. I was going to say we're not going to see another fold, surely.
This definitely is a fold.
The ace-4. Bedstad's got enough chips to fold now, hasn't he?
Yeah, you can't call off 10 big blinds. You can shove with ace-4, you can't call.
Keep Out Ego in need of a miracle here. It's a pot for 78,432.
Well, he hit a miracle against me, and look at this, he's picked up some outs.
Ooh.
A 10.
Needs a 10.
No.
No, not going to be enough. A king there.
Comes 7th.
For a full house.
Well, Keep Out Ego took a bounty, and now he's taken 7th place.
And 7th place is not too shabby at all. It's €128. So Keep Out Ego. Whether you've managed to keep out your ego, I'm not entirely sure, but you've got a bit of cash now, 128 anyway.
I'll see you next week.
Keep that ego out. So we are 6-handed.
This should be in the bin. Pocket 2's under the gun, should be in the bin. Well,
Super Owl is still our chip leader here.
he's decided to shove, and Ace-Jack's going to snap him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-7 should be out of the way.
Indeed.
And we're off to the races.
As we like to say.
I'm going to go with Vaspani to lose, because he's
to win,
because he's been really unlucky.
I think he's going to hit.
He has been very unlucky.
I think he's going to hit Jack.
Oh, this is a horrible flop for him. The ace is no good for him.
No, Jack on the river. Jack on the river. Come on.
Got only a Jack. No. And Vaspani, who came to this
Unlucky.
final table, chip leader.
Yeah, Vazpanev finishes in 6th place for €171. Not too shabby at all, but yeah, going to be a little bit disappointed coming to the table with all of those chips.
He did nothing wrong in the last hand, but again, this maybe hopefully he'll be watching this and he can learn from some of his play that he could have preserved his stack.
Yeah.
Especially at the final table. This is going to be a bit of a cooler here.
Money is jumping now.
Well, this is going to be a shove.
Yeah, it's going to surely be Ace-King against Ace-Jack.
And it will be a call. Pretty sure
Should
that's getting
Super
called.
Al call this?
Yeah, it's going to be a steal a lot of the time.
He's going to lose half his stack.
Yeah, but he's going to be weighing. He's too far in front most of the time to be folding. He's just unlucky. Sorry, he's walked into Ace-King.
And is praying for a Jack. I bet he hits it.
No.
There've been a lot of low...
running clubs. Or a 9 now gives him a straight. 9 or a Jack.
No, not going to do it.
Not going to happen. Only skill.
So Super Owl loses half of his stack there. And only skill is our brand new chip leader at the table. 5-handed, of course, and 5th walks with €217. Who do you fancy? Who do you like here? Who's been playing well for you?
Well, Super Owl's been playing well. Super Hand's played okay. So Only Skills played well. Bestad's
been sitting quite quiet.
Yeah, he's stayed out of trouble, hasn't he?
But we've seen Bestad a lot in previous games, so we know that he's a good player too.
This should be a shove on the button. Oh, sorry, there was a min raise. I didn't see the min raise. Still a shove. It looks like he's bullying. The problem is now he's got to call another 80,000. Even though the pot odds are there, he's going to call with his stack size, but he's never going to be ahead. He just wants to start eliminating players. Well, he's flopped the flush draw, the gut shot, and the 2 live cards.
Woo!
It's a brick on the turn.
59.
And
no.
a diamond on the river. And Only Skill is running away with this tournament.
Wow. That's got to feel good.
Well, that's a huge flop for him.
Huge chip leader now. From KG Beginnings, caution has been thrown to the wind, and with it, several of our shorter stacks. We're down to 4, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.